Jack Hermansson, Darren Till. Oh, December. I cannot wait. What a card this is. This is gonna be great. What a great fight. Finally, I was saying in one of my videos, what's next with Darren Till? I said Jack Hermansson would be the perfect fight. They both eyed each other up after their last wins. Both had a win over Kelvin Gastelum. Obviously, one by decision for Darren Till, one by round one heel hook for Jack Hermansson. Really, really good fight to make this. He's just coming off a loss, obviously, Darren, to Robert Whittaker. Really close fight. It was 3-2. That's as close as it can get. I can't argue for Darren really winning it. A lot of people have. Obviously, British fans as well, mainly. Robert definitely won that fight. I think it's clear. Darren just couldn't pull the trigger quick enough a few times. He wasn't active enough, it seems. It was just like the more... He hit the more dangerous shots, the more impactful shots, the more significant shots, as it were. But Robert outpointed him in a sense of volume, keep active, keep on him, mix it up a bit more. He went for the take, those kind of things. It was really good performance by Robert, obviously. Really good performance by Darren, considering he was on one leg for a lot of it. His knee went. He's a good old knee. And you could see that, clearly, that he was hobbling backwards. His movement wasn't as good, but he still looked strong. He's building into this middleweight frame now, where Jack Hermansson has always been. You know, back in Cage Warriors, obviously middleweight champion, moving up through the ranks. And when he started, he lost to Thiago Santos, and that was the last real loss of his career until he went on that little streak where he beat Talis Lates by TKO. He beat Gerald Meerschaert by guillotine. He then guillotined David Branch. And then he beat Jacare by decision. Then he lost to Jarod Cannonier. Cannonier is an interesting one because Cannonier came obviously down from heavyweight to light heavyweight, now to middleweight, and he looks an absolute monster. No one's messing with him. Robert's just signed the deal with him, so that would be an interesting one. Jarod Cannonier is scary. I really didn't want Darren fighting Jarod Cannonier, so I'm glad Robert Whittaker's got that fight as the #1 contender spot. Whoever wins that fight, obviously, is going to fight Costa or Israel for the belt again. Darren's going to have to use some MMA experience now. He can't just strike with Hermansson because Hermansson isn't going to fall into that trap. Hermansson knows Till is the more technical striker. Hermansson's really unorthodox. Hermansson has insane guillotine chokes. His strength and his submission game now is just developed so strong over the last few years. I really believe he's going to try and get Till into a clinch situation, a dirty fight, bring it to the floor. He's going to try and manipulate Till to give up his neck. He's got long limbs, Till. It's a lot to grab onto. It's a lot to circulate round and spin round. He hasn't lost a lot, Darren Till. He's lost 3 fights in his last 5. They're the only 3 losses of his career. Jorge Masvidal knocked him out after he fought Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley handed him his first loss after the Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fight. Jorge knocks him out in amazing fashion. He loses to Robert. That's only the 3rd loss of his career. But he needs this win. Darren needs this win to stay in contention. Anyone that's saying he's not a contender, are we still talking about Till, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Watch the sport, my God. People saying, oh, he needs to pull the trigger more. I agree, he slightly does, but are you a better striker than Darren Till? You're not in a position to tell him to do that. He knows when to pull the trigger. There's no point wasting shots if they're not going to hit. He hits at the right time, and that's the style he does. I really believe Darren needs this W more than Jack. If Jack loses, he's still right up there in the top 5. If Darren loses, they'll be like, okay, he's losing a lot now. He's, you know, it's another 2 losses in a row. It's 2 losses, win 2 losses. So he'd have lost 4 in his last 5. It's not good. So... and then he's going to be getting the lower end tier of the middleweight division, the Uriah Halls of this world, etc. What do you guys think will happen to Darren if he loses? If he wins, do you think he wins? Who are you rooting for? Who do you want to win? Who do you think will win? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the like button, please. Love you guys. Cheers.